I'm going to make a white lime salsa fish, and it's made with coconut milk. I figured I'll show you the kind of coconut milk that I use. I use the light one, so keep a little bit healthy. And we're going to marinate this. I have one ready that you're going to see, but I'm going to quickly show you how to do the marinade. I've washed and cleaned my fish. It's all ready to go. I'm going to use a half a cup for the coconut milk. That's about that. We're going to use 2 limes and 1 zest of a lime. I have a couple of limes here, so I'm going to use the zest. Always remember when you're doing the zest to not go too far down, because you get the white and it gets very bitter. If you're worried that you're going to get the white in between the skin and the actual lime, you can just use 2 limes. It's fine, because you're going to use the limes anyway. So you know what, you might as well use both zests if you're more comfortable, because I'm going to use 2 limes for this marinade.
I love that combination of coconut milk and lime.
Yeah, oh, it's lovely. Yeah,
it's so good.
And the smell is like absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm getting close. I don't want to go too far. I'm going to use both limes, so I might as well use a little bit on this one as well. I love the smell of fresh lime. So then we're going to do 2 lime juices in here. So trying to get as much juice as I can out of them. One. So I'm going to put a couple of cloves of garlic in. I'm just going to mash that in. And then we're going to put a pinch of salt. Not too much salt. Do you know the saying?
But can't subtract.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to put some pepper and mix that up. And we're going to marinate this at least 20 minutes. You can do it a little bit longer, but definitely at least 20 minutes. And then I'm going to place it over my fish. So you can let that marinate. And then we're going to get rid of the sauce after. Now, you can pan fry this or bake it. I bake mine. I don't like to pan fry fish. I don't know why, I just don't. My second recipe is I actually made some muffins this morning, zucchini and carrot muffins.
I love muffins so much.
And you know what? These are great. You can freeze them. And there's lots of alternatives that you can use to make them a lot healthier than the shops. Instead of using butter, you can use coconut oil. You could use Greek yogurt. Instead of sugar, you can use a little bit of maple syrup and replace that. It's less maple syrup than the sugar. I'm actually using butter. I thought I had coconut oil, but I didn't. But like I said, everything is in moderation. You can make a batch of these 12 and you can freeze some and just take one out when you feel like it, like for a breakfast morning. Like I said, it has carrots and it has grey zucchini in it. As you see, we have a dry mix here, which is I put some nuts in there and raisins as well, because raisins are a little sweet as well, so they give a nice sweet taste. And I have cinnamon, and I've just got to add half a teaspoon of baking soda. So here's your baking soda. So I've got half a teaspoon of baking soda in there, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So we're going to do this one twice. So this is all my dry ingredients. The cinnamon's already in there, the raisins, I've got some nuts in there, and I got a cup and a half of all-purpose flour in there. This is 8 ounces, which 8 ounces is a cup. We're going to do a wet mix now. Let me do my eggs first. It says 2 large eggs. I have very small eggs, so I'm going to use 3. So I'm just going to use the eggs.
If you want to make something vegan, or if you don't want to buy eggs because they're expensive, you can always replace an egg in baking like this with a quarter of a cup of applesauce.
That's a good alternative for the oil as well.
They come out very sort of moist, and it actually works really well.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have probably done the applesauce if I had applesauce here, because I actually like that as well. Yeah. So we're going to whisk our eggs up. There's our butter. But as I said, you can replace this if you want to use like something else. Yogurt or coconut oil works just as well. The wet mix. Then just a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm going to do a cup of carrots. Like I said, this is 8 ounces, so this is a cup. And a cup of zucchini, shredded zucchini.
I don't know about anybody else, but seldom do I get vegetables in a breakfast. That's a really good way to do it.
Also, you could put like a little bit of cream cheese, like a light cream cheese on top of this. It's so delicious. Like zest a little bit of lime on top of it. You don't have to put any sugar in that cream cheese. It's like perfect. So that, instead of sugar, I'm using maple syrup. So there's your wet mix. And this is going to go into the oven at 375 for about 12 to 14 minutes. My mum always taught me the trick, if you push on it and it bounces back, it's cooked. But some people put a toothpick in there or a knife and you can tell. So I'm going to mix this. Don't over mix it, so I'm not going to do that. And the smell that comes from this is
Oh, I bet it's wonderful.
Absolutely delicious. There you go. So that's the mix. I'm going to put that in the muffin tins when it's ready. I'm going to make quick salsa. I am going to put some fresh chopped up tomatoes with all the juices. I have some red onion, and not too much red onion, but you know what? Once the lime goes on this and this sits for a while, the longer it sits, the better to me. So you can keep it like sitting the whole day, which is amazing. So I'm going to use red onions. Wasting it. Then we have some chopped up cilantro. I actually put this in the blender this morning. There was a lot, so I was like, you know what, let me put that in the blender. And I keep a little bit for the top, just for
presentation,
as they say. And now I'm going to use some more limes. I'm going to put lime in this. I'm going to lime it up. I'm going to do a little salt. And I have an avocado here. Let me just take out the pit and cut that. We're going to slice some avocado and then we're going to mix it all up. Smells super good. But that's basically your salsa. So you have your mix for your muffins, you have your salsa, and then let me show you how everything comes together. So
oh, beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous.
I made a white fish, cilantro lime. I used whole grain rice with a salsa on the top. And there's my muffins. They're really good. I'm going to open one actually for you to see it. The water of the week is lemon and cucumber. So there's the insides. That really
beautiful. Oh, that looks really good.